What's up, buddy? Hey, how you doing, Mr.? Good, good. Well, I had breakfast with John Moses this morning. He told me to tell you hi. John Moses. I said, man, this is bad company. So I told him, I said, man, don't let any little kid in here.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome to Stephen Decatur High School today. Stephen Decatur Seahawks with a record of 12-2 take on the James M. Bennett Clippers with a record of 6-6. Cloudy day, some raindrops. About 10-mile-an-hour wind from right field to the left, maybe kind of blowing out to left a little bit. Gonna have, not sure who my co-host is. It's not gonna be my man Tyler Riley. I just got the text, so looks like it's gonna be Ron Kinnair. So that should be a good time. Today on the mound for Decatur, we got Matthew Wright, the junior left-hander. Matthew's coming into this game. Let me check out his stats real quick. Matthew's got a record of 3-1, 1 save. His ERA right now sitting at 2.5. We got Ryder Sweeney behind the plate. The normal infield, we got Stephen Wade at first base. We got Lucas Loring at second base. A.J. Cobb at short.
What did he say?
Did I say Sweeney again? Oh, my Lord. Ryder Swanson. Oh, my gosh. Wade at first, Loring at second, Cobb at short, Kinnair at third base, regular outfield. Gus Crow in left, Caden Shockley in center, and Waylon Hobgood over in right. Ryan McLaughlin, the DH today. He's hitting for Matthew Wright. So James M. Bennett sending Blake Bunting up to the plate. Blake is second baseman today. Decatur coming off a tough loss. 4-3 yesterday to Parkside. Their second loss of the season, so they're looking to bounce back from that. An immediate ground ball. Loring picks it up, throws it first, and he got him for out number one.
Yes, sir. Now, do you score that a 1-4-3?
Yeah, I mean, it hit the pitcher's glove, so I guess you could. Talked to Matthew a little bit before the game today. He said his brother Mike Racine is going to, his half-brother or stepbrother, I'm not sure which. Mike Racine will be here today. I coached Mike back in North Rochester. He's a great, great kid, so I hope he stops in. So up second for Bennett, we have number 6, the designated hitter, Alex Kidd. He's batting for the catcher, Grant Lynch.
Matt always does a great job on the mound, just controlling the tempo of the game. He fills up the strike zone, keeps hitters off balance. So nice to see him getting started.
After one of his, here's a ground ball. Wright's going to come off the mound, pick it up, and he throws him out for out number 2.
2 for $1.
Yeah, after one of his starts earlier this year, we had him on for an interview, and I was just really super impressed with the kid. He's a real nice, very, very thoughtful about the way he goes about things on the mound.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit. I listened to that. It's a nice approach.
Yeah, he really thinks about what he's doing, and I just appreciate that from a kid that's 16 years old. I think that's pretty great, and he's from Cambridge, so that's always a big deal to me. The third hitter today for Bennett Clippers, Trevin Whitelock, center fielder today. Yeah, right just pounding the strike zone right away.
That was Brogan Eastlack with the slide for the ball. We'll call it a slide. Oh, maybe we'll need a replay on that.
I saw David laugh. Bennett Clippers coming off a 13-2 win over Y High on Tuesday. Sitting at 6-6. Looks like the rain's coming down pretty good right now. And he gassed him up right there. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Bennett in the top of the first inning. We'll be back. Decatur coming up. All right, coming back here in the bottom of the first, the rain's picked up a good bit. It's really coming down pretty good right now. It doesn't look like it's going to stick around for long, but
yeah, I wonder if we have to worry about any of our cameras out there.
I don't know. So Waylon Hopgood, the leadoff hitter for Decatur. He's been the leadoff man all year long. Comes in batting .278, but his on-base percentage is .516, I think.
He is a ball magnet.
Yeah.
Hit by pitches. I mean, he's got a target on the back. That ain't a 6. Yeah. That's a target.
And that's what you love to see from your leadoff man. You know, he's getting off any way he can, or getting on base any way he can. Yeah, he's a .519 on base percentage. Whew. Waylon's second on the team stolen bases with 9. And he's on,
and there
just like that.
522 now.
Yeah.
I'm a math guy.
Is it really 522?
No, it's not 522.
I was going to be impressed.
We'll check it after today's game.
Yeah,
well, we can't because then there's
it'll
other
be different. Yeah. I was going to just go with it, give you credit.
All right, I'll take it.
So here comes the shortstop, A.J. Cobb, in his normal number 2 spot. We'll see if Decatur's going to put anything on here. Wet ball's going to make it a little more difficult for the pitcher today. Corey Fisher pitching for James M. Bennett.
Yeah, he was very efficient last time we saw him out in Salisbury. He's going to make some adjustments. He's going to start filling up that zone.
Yeah. There he is.
Maybe I shouldn't say that.
It is definitely, I've learned this year that the announcer's jinx is real.
Yeah, I think they hear us.
I have jinxed a no-hitter. I have caused a home run. Hopgood's off on the pitch. Here's a throw to second, not going to be in time. Hopgood's in there with it, and he's going to go to third.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. That ball bounced.
Might have bounced off his foot.
I'm not sure. Yeah, bounced kind of in a no man's land over there behind third base. The third baseman had to make a choice to go get it, and then there's nobody to cover or stay there and hope somebody else grabs it. And Hopgood's on third now.
All right, let's see if.
So that's his 10th stolen base of the year, and then that'll be an error, I would imagine, on the catcher probably. And he advances to third. So. All right, well, that's strike 3 to A.J. Cobb. Corey Fisher comes back. That brings up Gus Kroll. Gus took the loss yesterday on the mound against Parkside, but he didn't pitch badly at all. Kroll on the year sitting at a .333 average, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. See if he can pick up Waylon Hopgood on third.
Almost a direct hit at our camera there. Saw it shake at home.
He's far away right now, but Corey Fisher on the mound. He looks like, in the face, he looks like Jalen Hurts to me.
He does look like Jalen Hurts. You could probably get a close-up.
Yeah.
If you want.
That one got him.
Hit by pitch brings up Lucas Loring.
That's the best kind of hit by pitch right there. Just kind of skimmed your arm. And Kroll's going to be on first. So.
And, Kroll was down in the count, too.
Yeah.
So,
hate to lose him like that.
Yeah.
So that brings up Lucas Loring, who probably of the regulars he is definitely the leading hitter of the regulars. At .488, leading the team in RBIs with 23. And Kroll's going to steal second. So there's going to be 2 guys in scoring position for Lucas, a chance to pick up some more RBIs. Lucas came in and pitched yesterday in the
2 great innings.
Yeah, and he was bringing it in high 80s. The junior, uncommitted. Smoked a double off the wall, right? Or bounced the wall.
Bounced to the wall, yeah.
Yeah, he had a nice game yesterday. Takes that one just low.
You notice in between pitches, like Lucas does this thing with his bat over his head, and it almost looks like he pops his shoulder out. It's like double jointed or something.
Yeah.
Y'all at home will see it here if he gets a chance to step out.
He grounds it to the right side. That's going to score one, and he'll be thrown out. And that'll be RBI number 24 for Lucas. Gets the run home, and Decatur takes the lead 1-0.
Yeah. Did a job.
Yeah. That's what you want to do is guy on third. You want to get him in no matter what.
All right, number 10 up.
So that brings up the power threat, Owen Kinnair. Owen with 5 home runs on the year, comes in batting .351. Second on the team in RBIs with 21, and that gets away from the catcher, and Kroll's coming home.
Can we get an RBI?
To make it 2-0. I don't know if that counts as an RBI, but I don't think it does.
I don't think so either.
Let's give it to him. Why not? It's your son.
You know, I think I was looking earlier, speaking back of Lucas on that ground ball RBI. I think that's career number 49 RBIs for Lucas.
Is it really?
In just 2 short years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 2, but.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
No one fouls that one away. Yeah, it's nice to see Decatur come out fast, man. You know, yesterday, 4-3 loss to Parkside. Had the bases loaded in the bottom of the or the top of the 7th, with 2 outs, and couldn't quite push the run across to tie it. But you wonder how that would affect this team. But Wright comes out, gets 2 quick outs, strikes out the third guy. They put 2 quick runs on the board, so looks like there's no lag. Not a bad pitch there, though.
2-2 count.
See if I want to chase anything.
Yeah, I think if I'm Fisher, I'm throwing off speed here.
I was gonna say I might do it again, yeah.
Because he didn't really get a good look at it.
He didn't. Oh, he jumps on that, rips it into left field.
We needed that yesterday.
Right.
But great hit by Owen. Great hit.
Look, when you're the man, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, good 2-strike approach there.
Yeah, this time it worked. Yesterday it didn't work, but that's
baseball.
That's
it's a
baseball.
Game of failure.
That's
game
life.
Of
Yep.
Ryan McLaughlin coming up to the plate.
Yeah, McLaughlin DHing again today. They're just taking some time. Ryan's picked up a couple injuries, and he's technically ready to be back today, but they're just going to give him a few more days.
With the weather and the rain coming in, you just don't want to push it too early.
A little bit chilly. It's about 60 degrees out here today. And
Ryan shakes that one off. He thought that was inside. Being a pitcher who's going to be pitching at the D1 level, he probably knows the strike zone.
Ryan, a Delaware, University of Delaware commit. He'll be going next fall.
Yeah.
So they must have heard about Owen's wheels, checking him out over there.
I think Corey Fisher just heard me talking about him, and he's like, I'm going to make you wash your son's uniform.
Nice bounce foul.
It looked like an error on Mike Shockley down third baseline.
Owen on the year, 6 stolen bases over there on first base. No caught stealing. Never been caught. This guy's got speed. He gets it from his father. Oh, did I jinx it, you think? He's off again. This one's fouled off. Owen had a good jump on that one too, man. Not saying he's not fast, but I think he gets great jumps, it seems like to me. Had that big first and third play. Who was that against Washington on Monday? Owen was on third, and who was on first? Probably Ryan, right? The double steal, and Owen scored.
Yeah.
To kind of break that game open. And that's pulled to third. Long throw, got him in time, but Decatur pushes across 2 in the bottom of the first. It's 2-0 Seahawks. We'll be back for the second inning. All right, we're coming back here in the top of the second inning. 2-0 Decatur leads. Matthew Wright on the mound. Had a great first inning. He's going to be facing Turner Sevigny, the third baseman for Bennett.
That sounds like a fine wine.
Yes, it does. Sevigny Blanc. He grounds it right back to Matthew Wright. Going to take the easy throw over to first for out number 1. So, he only threw 5 or 6 pitches in the first inning, and then first pitch here, out number 1. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Jordan Dillard. We talk to the opposing coach usually, or I do, before each game, make sure I have pronunciations right, and if there's anything they want me to say about the kids on air, where they're going to college, anything like that. And the coach was telling me this is a really young team.
Yeah. Yep. Slips by out of Ryder's glove, but no harm, no one on.
Bennett's been a good program for a long time. Jay Fingaletto, the coach. He's got at least 1 state championship under his belt. Maybe more. I'm not totally sure, but going all the way back to my playing days, Bennett was a solid program 40 years ago.
Up to bat, this is Jordan Dillard, first baseman. Fouled that first one off. It should be a 2-2 count.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Matthew Wright today. Out number 2 here in the top of the second inning. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Corey Fisher, a.k.a. Jalen Hurts. Takes ball 1. Corey Fisher fouls one off. My partner, Ron Canair's heading out to center field. Behind the fence there, it looks like her camera's been jolted a little bit. It's causing our graphic to hide the head of our pitcher, Matthew Wright here. So he's going out to fix that for you. Two and 1 count. Wright usually in the low 80s, occasionally up into the mid 80s. Tall, lanky left-hander. He's got a propensity for his hat falling off on every pitch, but he's been better about that lately. He's 2-2 here. Right now, Wright is sitting in the high 70s, I'm told, by David Dotson, our producer, engineer, whatever else you want to call him, jack of all trades. 2-2, 2 outs to Corey Fisher here. And fastball up high, got him, strike 3. So that's going to take us to the bottom of the second inning. Decatur is up 2-0 on Bennett right now. They'll be coming up to hit in just a second. Steven comes into this game hitting .243. Senior. All-around great kid. And he pops his first one up to center field. Center fielder's coming in and makes the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Corey Fisher here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Ryder Swanson, not Sweeney, Swanson. Ryder's been on a tear. Really been hitting the ball well lately. He's got his average up to .412 on the season. I feel like he had a pretty big hit yesterday. I can't really recall. I was there until about the 5th inning. He's been hitting the ball real well. 2-0 here. He should have a good pitch to hit. He pulls this from the 3rd base, and that's going to get through. And Swanson's on. What's the official ruling on that one? We're saying the error. Okay, E5. So Swanson's on base, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, Caden Shockley.
I'm back.
And Ron Kinnair is back on the mic. He has fixed the center field camera.
Yeah, sorry about cutting off your head, Matt.
If he wasn't 6'3" or whatever, he's 6'2", wouldn't have been a problem. So Shockley comes up. Shockley's hitting .378 on the year. He's been hot as well. Double and 2 triples on the season. 10 RBIs and double digits in the RBI column.
Oh, that was a blessing right there. Caden called time a little bit late. Was not granted, and he got a ball out of it.
Yeah.
Did you mention we have Brogan Eastlack running for
Oh, I did
Ryder?
not. No, Brogan over on first.
Yep.
Junior, kicker on the football team.
He enjoys long walks on the beaches, campfires.
Yes. all that is unverified. So 1-1 to Caden Shockley, and Brogan can steal some bags.
Yep.
He's got pretty good wheels.
Nice
See if I can
nice little throw over.
find out how many Eastlack has. A couple stolen bases. It's been caught once. Seemed like more than that. He's off right here. And good throw might have had him, but
That's a stolen
Brogan's
base.
in.
Yeah. I think what happens a lot of times is you find an error, or he'll steal a bag on a pass ball.
Right.
So he doesn't get credit for that. But that straight steal,
Yep.
that goes directly into the catcher's mitt.
Stolen base number 3 for him.
Yep.
And that's going to be grounded to the right side of the move. That's under the glove of the second baseman. Caden's going to be safe.
So Bennett's been bitten by the errors this inning.
A couple of them.
Could be out of this inning clean, but as it is, Decatur's turned the lineup over.
And now you got speed on the corners here. First and third, I would imagine Shockley will probably be in motion.
If not the first pitch, maybe the second.
Yeah.
I can see.
He's got 3 stolen bases on the year. Running back on the football team, so he's got good speed.
I want to give a shout out to any students that might be listening. If you're interested in broadcasting next year, getting involved in what you see here, reach out to myself. Reach out to Dave Dotson if you know who that is. As he's working over at the high school or the middle school. We're always looking for young talent to take over for us old guys.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and Adam Gardner picked up an internship, right, with Delmarva Sports Network, I think?
Both him and Steven kind of got offered. I don't know if they're going to have time this summer.
Based on their work with basketball. So 0-2 here to Wayland. Like we thought, Shockley took second base on the first pitch. So runners are on second and third. Hobgood's up. Hobgood walked his first time. Stole the base, I think, came around, score.
Yes, he did.
Breaking ball up there, he fights it off.
I like that. I don't want to leave that up to the umpire.
Yeah, you can.
Just fouls that off and says, I'll take another.
Yeah. Oh, up high. Did he hold back? It looks. Yeah, that was close, but you're never going to get that call from the second base umpire. I can't imagine. He just
hard to see it from there.
He doesn't have a great angle either. Yeah.
A three-man crew, you might have had him.
Right. Yeah. Like yesterday. Yesterday, it was nice to see a 3-man crew. Oh, that's yanked foul. I know. We always try to give umps credit on our broadcast. My old school North Rochester had to cancel their games today, baseball and softball, because they could not get enough umpires.
JV.
Are you sure it was JV? I could have sworn it was varsity. But, so we appreciate these guys. And like I said, it was great to see a 3-man crew yesterday at the Parkside Decatur game, the battle of probably the top 2 teams in the South Bay side.
Look, both of you all on social media pulling it up, trying to race each other.
All right, got you.
As Whalen gets called out on.
They got called out?
Yeah.
Farrow's going to come out.
Can we see a replay of that, Dave? Dave's going to try to pull it up while Coach Farrow is talking to the home plate umpire and just being like, hey, was that a strike if that bounced? And, nonetheless, it looks like the call stands.
I'm not going to be able to do much about it. Yeah. So that's going to bring up A.J. Cobb.
Did it bounce, Dave? Maybe after AJ's first pitch, we might see it.
Runners on second and third. 2 outs.
And as he goes down to first, maybe we'll get that replay. Maybe Dave can slow it down for us, too.
Takes that one off the left shoulder blade there, it looks like.
Slow that one down for us, Dave, right now. Here's the pitch. It didn't bounce, but it hit the pitcher in the knees on the dirt. So.
Did he tag him with the ball in the glove?
Yeah, he did. He did right there. Bam.
Okay, I couldn't see the transfer there behind the umpire. But all right, well, regardless, it's now bases loaded, and that brings up Gus Kroll. Gus flies this one to right field. Right fielder's coming over, and he puts it away. So Decatur threatens, but they can't push across any more runs. It's 2-0 after 2 innings here. Decatur leads Bennett.
We're back.
To math. Yeah,
all right.
Somebody hit the mute button. All right, so that's going to bring up Caden McKinney. McKinney, number 32, is shortstop today for Bennett. I'm going to take a second to just thank our sponsors. They should be scrolling through on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Make sure to support these local businesses, support Decatur Athletics. Matthew Wright back out for his third inning here. Starts with a strike. He's been right around the strike zone most of the game. So far, he is at 22 pitches, and 15 of those are strikes. So doesn't get a whole lot better.
So our first sponsor you see in the corner is Blue Crab Travel. Reach out to them, and Beth will plan all of your Universal, Disney, cruises, all those good things.
She's good.
Now you see Southside Deli. You're going for a sub, go on down there. Tell Tony Cobb that we sent him.
Another ground ball back to Matt Wright. Throw to first. Got him in time for out number one. That's third ground ball back to Matt Wright, who's fielded them all with a plum.
A plum?
Not an actual plum, a plum.
A plum.
A-P-L-U-M-B. Look it up. It's a good word.
Is that balance? What's it mean?
I don't know what it means, man.
Yeah. Logo you see now down in the right-hand corner is iScore. If you're at home watching this, you can always pull up and download iScore Central on your Android or Apple device and follow the game that way.
Nice pitch by Matt right there. This is Jake Ziervogel, left-handed hitter. He's playing left field today. And Wright continues to just get it done. Oh, goodness. All right, so I spelled a plum wrong. It's A-P-L-O-M-B, and it's self-confidence or assurance, especially when in a demanding situation. So I used it right. I spelled it wrong.
That's all right.
Music teacher, man.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
1 and 2 here to Ziervogel. Ooh, nice breaking ball.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
That was a strike to Waylon Hopgood.
Swanson. Yeah, I was going to say, I'd like to see Swanson just stay in there and let him see that one for a second instead of popping up. Nice pitch there.
Oh, great play by Jay Fangaletto down the first baseline. That's what I'm talking about.
The throw left a little to be desired, but the snag was.
Yep. Oh, getting a little pound down there by Mike Shockley. Mike's like, I can't make that play.
2 and 2, 1 out here in the third. That's up high. We're going to go full count. Now, look, I've jinxed it again. Said 22 pitches, 15 strikes. I don't think he'd gone 3 balls to a hitter all day. And right after I say that, he walks a kid, of course. It's a real thing, the announcer's jinx. So 1 out walk to Ziervogel is going to bring up the right fielder, Aiden Neff, number 2.
You see Stephen Wade over there on first holding on the runner. We're getting ready to.
Yeah, Wright's got a nice move. He's picked off at least 1 kid this year already. That lefty move, deceptive. He's all arms and legs over there. And there's the bunt. Yeah, I thought they might throw it on the first, but he didn't. Sometimes you can catch that guy.
Not only that, but with the batter off balance, you might get a little interference.
Yeah, we got one of those yesterday, right? On the strikeout and the throw down the second, the batter interfered.
Yeah, he just kind of walked across the plate and like nonchalantly, but you know, it definitely interfered with Ryder.
Ryder did a nice job too. I'm not sure he was actually even going to throw that, and then he saw the guy walking in front of him. He just kind of stepped into him, and that was that.
Baseball IQ.
Yeah. That's pulled into left field for a base hit now. So Bennett's got a little something going here in the third inning. We're back to the top of the lineup here. Blake Bunting.
If anybody's at home can figure out these calls, 113 was just called.
Which dugout was that called from?
Bennett's.
Okay.
Yep. From the Clippers.
Yeah, text us if you figure anything out.
113.
It means something.
113 is probably like swing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Run.
You know, these guys have such elaborate. I used to try and figure out Brian Femi's stuff. There's a bunt
113 is bunt. 113. We'll have to remember that one.
Brian Femi at St. Michael's. Well, he calls his pitches from the dugout to the catcher along those same lines. It's always 3 digits, and I could never figure it out. We're talking over 8 years of playing against those guys. Never put together what he was doing. And, you know, knowing Femi, it probably meant absolutely nothing.
There
you go. Yeah, it probably meant absolutely nothing. And there was a whole, you know, sign coming from somewhere else. I don't know. So 2 strikes here. You'd imagine the bunt's going to be off. It would have been nice to get that down. They'd have had 2 runners. Time run would have been on second base, but. Oh, nice curveball there. Broke that one off. Frozen. That's going to be out number 2 there. So right with a little bit of pressure here is coming through. 2 outs now. That brings up the DH, number 6, Alex Kidd.
Take a quick second to thank R&M Air Conditioning, Mike Gaylor for supporting us, and also the Kitchen in downtown Ocean City. Maybe hit that up for some breakfast over the summer.
Mike Gaylor, those guys did some work for us. My old house did a good job. I've known Mike for quite a while. He's a good fella. That one's flied up in the right center field. Shockley's coming over. Hobgood's coming too. Shockley's going to take it for out number 3. So Bennett threatens, but they can't get any across. It's still 2-0. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Decatur coming up. Bottom of the 3rd inning, number 4 hitter, Lucas Lauren, coming up.
Last at bat, he had that RBI that made 49 RBIs on his career.
Career number 49. And he fouls this one off over. Almost took Owen out over there.
Yeah.
Corey Fisher still on the mound for Bennett. Thrown 43 pitches now. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, 2 runs, 1 earned. Walk in the strikeout. And this is grounded to shortstop. It's going to be a tough play. Lucas can get down there, and it's bounced and gets by the first baseman. Lawrence in there. We calling that a base hit?
I'm calling that a base hit. I think he beat it.
That's a base hit. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what our scorekeeper says when he comes back.
See what the official scorekeeper Andy McLaughlin says.
the unofficial scorekeeper. Self-proclaimed.
So that brings up Owen Kinnair. Big power threat. He ripped a single in the left field last time up. Are we calling that an error? I'm not sure. It looks like in the box score there are 4 errors by Bennett. Ooh, up high there.
All right. Dylan Hold Lucas on over at first.
And that one's roped in the left. It's past the left fielder who falls. That's Loring's going to score on that one.
Loring's scoring.
And that one's going to be in with a double easy. Yep. And that's going to make it 3-1 Decatur. Man,
no one covering third if Owen wanted it.
He just did the sprinkler celebration out there on second base. I don't know if you saw that. Didn't. He did. He broke it out.
I'm sorry, folks.
That ball was roped.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the exit velo on that thing, man. That thing was. Do we have it?
No registration on it. No register.
All right, so 98. Yep.
340.
So Owens on second. That brings up Ryan McLaughlin. Owen going to Goldie Beacom next year. Ryan, University of Delaware. Gus Kroll going to Christopher Newport. And Brooks Kendall heading to Delaware State. 4 guys going on to play at the next level.
You're missing one.
Who?
Probably because you haven't seen him because he's on out of the IR.
Who's that?
Adam Gardner.
Where's he going?
Randolph-Macon.
Is he really?
Yep, going to be a yellow jacket.
I don't think. Is that where Snellsire is?
Yeah, Hayden's finishing up.
He's been doing great. Nice pitch there. And, talking about Decatur grads who are doing good, we got Snellsire down there. And how about Truitt?
Yeah, I've been true there, Charleston Southern.
He's been doing really well from what I've seen on the social medias.
Was he a player of the week last week?
I think so, yeah. I think you're right, yeah.
If it wasn't player of the week, pitcher of the week, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Ryan fights off that curveball.
Always great to see these guys going to the next level. But I'll tell you, I was telling my wife, when you watch these nameplates scroll across the bottom, all these kids are great students. And whether they're going on to play baseball at the next level or just go to college or workforce or whatever, armed services, super proud of all of them. This one is hammered to deep left center. That ball is off the wall.
Fence.
Owen's going to come around third, and he's going to score pretty easily. That just missed getting out of here, man. That was not much. That was about halfway up the fence, it looked like.
Yep.
And that's going to make it 4-0 here.
Kind of a little side note. I think the entire dugout's telling Ryan to go do some push-ups. He needs an extra 3 feet on that.
Warning track power, WTP.
But great RBI, great double, way to switch places with Owen.
That ball was smoked.
Steven's turn now.
Yep, Stephen Wade coming up.
It was probably that 1 or 2 raindrops that just hit it.
The rain is slow, thank goodness, because it was coming down pretty good there for a little while. But yeah, we can use that excuse, right? What does rain? The rain, does it make the air thicker? Makes the ball not travel as far?
I would think so. A little denser because the
humidity. Yeah, you would think so. Although I don't know, when it gets hot, the ball travels farther, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But the dew point maybe. Maybe it's the dew point.
You got a math teacher and a music teacher here trying to talk about.
Someone call in and let us know.
Talking about science. Still nobody out here.
Tough curveball.
Curveball, yeah. Had Stephen Bailey.
As we continue to move on and, enhance our broadcast, one of the things we want to try to do is figure out how we can get people to call in and put them on.
Yeah.
That'd
be great.
So you can get these great kids who are going to be playing at the next level.
Ground ball to second. That's booted, and the throw is going to be wide, and Wade is in there. And that moves McLaughlin over to third. Yeah, the Bennett defense today's had a rough time. That's error number 4, maybe number 5, depending on how they scored to Lucas Loring. Hit. Yeah, you know, as we improve our broadcast, maybe we could tell the second base umpire to not stand there.
And we don't want to see your rear end,
Yeah,
buddy.
right. Well, you're blocking the pitch, man. So there goes. Oh, that was smoked to left center.
Get down.
And it's caught, but that's going to.
Ryan tags. He's got a good tag.
Yep.
Steven's got to get back.
McLaughlin's in. So.
Yep. Good tag.
Swanson with the RBI sac fly there makes it 5-0. And you know, just talking about the defense, Fisher is not thrown too bad. 2 innings, he's given up 3 hits. They're saying 2 earned runs now, but 4 errors behind him.
That's getting through.
Oh, nice play there.
Great play to stop it. Was that a head first dive at first for Caden Shockley?
Yeah, everybody was diving. I think Steven slid, and the second baseman slid when he got the ball. Shockley went head first. So, yeah, that's a base hit, right? We're giving a base hit?
Oh, yeah.
My scorecard here is showing 5 errors on Bennett now. But that should have been a base hit, hopefully.
Yeah, I think there's just a delay on it.
So here's Hobgood. Hobgood went down last time. Questionable call on the 3rd strike curveball that was nearly in the dirt.
Trapped in between the knee pads and the dirt.
He was not happy with that. So we'll see if he takes it out on the ball this time around.
Yes, sir. Ooh, ball slips by.
Yeah, that's going to be a base hit and an error on the right fielder.
And everybody advances.
Yeah, everybody.
Safe on the error out in the right fielder.
Yeah. So that's going to be error number 6.
All right, Waylon needed that one.
Yeah.
All right, looks like there's going to be a little conversation at the pitcher's mound.
Yeah. 6-0 Decatur leads. We'll come back in just a second.
And we're back after that short mound visit. What do you think Coach talked to him up there about?
I don't know what you say. What do you say to the guy? I mean, they've made 6 errors behind him tonight.
Yeah.
Seems like the Decatur bats are starting to catch up with him now, but not much you can say to him. You know, he's throwing strikes, decent velocity. Just guys can't make the play behind him. So A.J. Cobb up now, runners on 2nd and 3rd. 6-0, which was the score of the first meeting between these two teams, I think.
Yes, it was.
At Bennett. Ryan McLaughlin was on the mound for that, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Had a perfect game. Definitely a no-hitter.
Yeah.
There was one error in the.
I think he lost the perfect game in the 6th inning.
I can't think if there was any walks though.
Yeah.
There was no walks. So
fly to center. This is going to score another. Here comes Caden Shockley.
Everybody advances.
Yep. Well, it's 7-0 Decatur. Yeah, I don't know what you say to the kid.
It's almost like you have to have 2 conversations out there. One to the pitcher saying, keep doing your job,
right.
Fill up the zone, keep doing what you're doing. And then the other guys like say, hey, come on, this guy's pitching his heart out.
Yep. You got to back him up.
Yeah.
But, like the coach told me in the beginning of the game, it's a young team.
Yeah.
And, it takes a while, especially for infielders, to adjust to the timing of the high school game, to figure out how much time you've got on the ground ball to get the ball over to first. It's
called just foul.
Sometimes kids will rush it or not go fast enough. Won't charge the ball and just kind of wait for it to come to them, and mistakes start to happen. So
you forget how fast these sophomores, juniors, and seniors are.
Yep. So Gus Kroll up now. Gus is 0 for 1 today. Hit by a pitch and flied out. He drives this one to right center. That's going to get in there.
Gus Kroll taking second.
Yeah. scores another run. Yeah, that ball was laced to right field.
I know. Wasn't there a rocket launch? Oh, that was the other day.
That was a couple nights ago, yeah.
It looks like there might be one going on right here.
Yeah, there's been a few rockets. Yeah. Canaire hit one earlier. Ryan hit one off the fence. Now that one.
I mean, even the ones that were caught. I mean, AJ's out there, Wayland's.
Yep. So it seems like they're starting to catch up to Mr. Fisher here, who's.
Doesn't look like there's any action in either bullpen right now.
They call the hard luck starter. So Loring's up. Loring's just been hitting the ball like crazy this year.
I love that our microphone picks up a little bit of the chatter in the dugout.
Yeah.
Did someone say there's water in the house?
I don't know what that means. I'm not sure. I probably don't want to know what that means. Most likely. Maybe it's raining. Maybe that's what they're talking about. There's a leak.
There's a leak.
Let's go with that, right?
That's what I'm going with. Yeah, there's a leak.
There's a leak in the dugout.
I don't know if it's the dugout or on the field. Or there's a hole out there, maybe.
Sometimes the boom mic is good, and sometimes the boom mic is not so good. And he
that was a good move, though, Blue.
He did.
All right.
Umpire rung him up, but it was only strike 2.
I know.
Emphatic strike call.
It was funny, too. He got about halfway, and he
was like, oh,
no.
This is not strike 3. And that ball's pulled to the shortstop. Comes up with it. Long throw to first. In time, but Decatur pushes several runs across. 6 runs in the bottom of the third here, and it goes 8-0 now. Decatur leads Bennett. No hangover from yesterday, so we'll be back in a minute. Nothing. Matt Wright stays on the mound. He's been cruising pretty good today. So far from Matt, 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 38 pitches, 26 strikes. He's done pretty well. This one is laced, though, in the center field, and that's going to be a base hit. Shockley cuts it off. It's going to hold him to 1. So Trevin Whitelock, base hit to lead it off for Bennett here in the top of the 4th, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Turner Sevigny. That was not a strike.
Gotta be in the dirt. Oh, Who turned my mute off?
I wasn't sure if you were back with me or not.
My mic's back on.
I guess I should let you know, huh?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
That one looked good.
I thought the umpire had turned to call it a strike. Like I turned my head away because I thought he had turned.
Well, he made a mistake last inning.
Yeah,
He's probably
whatever.
He's on the rebound. He's all right there.
You know.
Have you ever umpired any games, Mike?
Never would I ever do that in my life. Oh, he's picked him off.
Yes, sir.
Running back, run him all the way back.
Too soon.
Too soon, yeah. But it
Got
looks like
him
they got him
there.
anyway,
Yeah.
I always like to have my guys run the guy back to the base he came from, and then either there's going to be an out or he's just right back where we started from.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a conversation to have.
Yeah, but regardless, nice pickoff move by Matt Wright. We alluded to it earlier. He's got a good one.
It's filthy.
Picks Whitelock off first base. So one down. It just not going well for Bennett, unfortunately. So Savigny pulls that one in the left, and that's going to be second consecutive base hit, second consecutive hard hit ball. That brings up the first baseman, Jordan Dillard, number 34. I would imagine this guy's going to stay pretty close at first base. Nice pitch there on the outside corner. It looked like a breaking ball, huh? Some late movement there. I couldn't really tell. But
Yeah, I could tell you it was a pitch.
Yeah, it was a pitch.
And it was called strike. That's about all I got for you.
Oh, nice block. Such an important thing there for Ryder to get down. And took that one right off the chest protector exactly like he should. Smothered it right in front of him. That was beautiful. Matthews popping that glove today. Dillard fouls it off. So 2-2. And it's a ground ball to first. We'll see if Wade can turn it. Nice. Down to second for one, but
no throw.
No throw to first. Wade did a great job there. The way he fielded that, he turned glove side, which is great. Just couldn't quite get the turn there.
You mean Mr. Baseball?
Mr. Baseball, Stash, Stephen Wade.
Tom Selleck.
Fielded that perfectly. I love how he just came to the side of it, took it glove side, turned through to second.
Yep, got his feet under him, didn't rush it.
Yep, got it sure out. So that brings up the pitcher, Corey Fisher. Corey struck out his last time up.
Two balls, a little bit high.
That hasn't been quite as sharp here in the fourth inning. You get a big lead, your concentration can wane a little bit. That ball lined in the right field there. So that's three well-hit balls. Almost caught him sleeping off a second there.
Yeah, he did. Whalen did a great job getting to that ball and getting it in quick.
Yeah, three hard hit balls here for Matt. He hasn't quite been ahead in the count like he was early on.
All right, we're going to get a courtesy runner for our
pitcher.
Fisher.
Right, sitting at 50 pitches, 51 pitches right now, 33 strikes.
So number 16 is coming in to do the running. Carson Bennett. He's got the red sliding glove. Haven't seen too many of those. But, you know, Clipper colors. You can see number 34 right now. He's got the black sliding glove.
So Caden McKinney up to bat. Curveball bounces. Nice job again by Ryder Swanson. Smothers that one, man. It's such an underrated play for a lot of reasons. Keeps a runner from advancing. Gives the pitcher confidence to throw anything up there, you know.
And it keeps force out.
Yep.
You know, you get a ground ball over to Owen, you can just step on the base still.
Yeah. Nice pitch there. Nice frame by Ryder as well. All those little things really add up. You know, when the catcher's involved in every play. And when he does little things like that, it makes a big difference. Nice pitch there down low. We have a softball score over there?
I can pull it up.
It's not a huge deal. Last we checked, they were winning 5-0. Softball's on an 11-game win streak.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah, they beat Parkside yesterday 11-0. It's fouled off. 14-game win streak? Ooh. Really? Okay.
Dave, that's why we need you on the headset.
That's why we need Dave Dotson.
I mean, not just listening to us, we need you, a contributor.
In the tent with us. He says they're on a 14-game win streak, so if he's wrong, it's his fault. Oh, that was a nice pitch right there. Just miss or go 2-2.
Yeah. I did see Coach Fair step out of the dugout, talk to Ryder, and be like, hey, look, drop third. Don't have to throw it. Or do you have to throw it?
Yeah, on drop third strike you do with 2 outs.
This should do it.
So grounded to Lucas Lawrence.
There you go.
And that's it.
Yep.
All right, Decatur coming up to hit now. 8-0. In the bottom, going into the bottom of the fourth. We'll come right back. All right, coming back here in the bottom of the fourth inning, we got a score from the softball field. 17-0 Decatur leads over there in the bottom of the third inning. Emily Smith up to bat right now. Looks like she base hit maybe, and another run's going to score. She's going to second. It's going to be 18-0. So
Mike is commentating on the Lady Seahawks.
Yeah. So Owen Kinnair comes up. Owen's hit the ball hard both times he's been up today. Laced a base hit in the left field, and he cranked one to the left field fence, too, for a double.
One ball, one strike.
Popped up to second base there, and that's going to be out number one. It's going to bring up Ryan McLaughlin, designated hitter today. Ryan, last time up, took one off the wall about halfway up. for a double. Corey Fisher still on the mound for Bennett. Hasn't pitched too bad. Defense has let him down a little bit. Giving up 8 runs, but only 2 are earned. Oh, and he hits his third batter, though. That one hurts. That was in the ribs. Ryan's trying to be cool about it. He's going to take a walk behind first base here for a second. That's a tough shot. Tough spot to hit. Yeah. Right there in the ribs. So that brings up Stephen Wade. Senior first baseman. Mr. Baseball. Stash. We'll see if we can do something this time up. Stevens over 2 today. Flied out and reached on an error. Ground ball to second base. It was bobbled, and McLaughlin goes. And he's going to be in there with the stolen base. And that's the best thing to do when you get hit. It's a little payback. Stolen base. My partner, Ron Kinnair, is off finding an ice pack for one of the Bennett players. He's a jack of all trades. And Wade hits this one deep to right center. The center fielder's going to catch it. McLaughlin's going to tag and go to third, and he's in easily. You heard somebody on the Decatur bench yell, "That's my president," to Stephen Wade, president of the senior class. That's funny stuff. That's going to bring up Ryder Swanson. I almost called him Sweeney again, but it's Swanson. I apologize, Ryder. He takes strike one there, curveball, or slider maybe, some kind of breaking ball that breaks over the plate. Looked a little high, but it's been called there all day long. So. Ryder pulls that one foul down the left field line. Out in front, another breaking ball there. So now he's in the hole a little bit. 0-2 here. See what he can do. Swanson's been hot, been hitting the ball really well today, though. He's 0 for 1. Reached on an error and had a sacrifice fly. Takes a breaking ball again, balking him a little bit. He grounds it to the pitcher, and Fisher makes the play for the third out. So Decatur goes down. We move on to the 5th inning. It's 8-0. We'll be right back. All right, we're coming back here in the top of the fifth, 8-0 Decatur lead. It's going to be Jake Ziervogel coming up. And I've just been informed by Dave Dotson that Jerry Springer has passed away today. I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. My guess is it's probably all over the internet.
I would imagine.
And there it is.
Is it?
First story
Yeah.
on Yahoo and
wow.
MSN.
I mean, was he sick? I don't even know. Ziervogel, loop system towards short. It's going to be a tough play for Cobb. And man, that was close. Man, I didn't think that was going to be close at all. And Cobb
Steven
got
had
it.
a great scoop.
Yeah, Cobb's got a good arm on him, man. He got it across that infield quick. Nice scoop, but it's going to be safe. So that's going to bring up Aiden Neff. Neff grounded base hit in the left field last time, and he's also walked today. Do we have a replay on that? We're going to be able to pull one up?
Go slower.
Here it comes.
Pull that down, Dave.
Slow motion. That was a strike to Neff.
He's out
by a half step. Somebody, what do they do in baseball? Do they throw they don't throw the flag in baseball. What do they do? I don't even know. Is there a light that flashes? That's basketball, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they have a little buzzer or something. They can buzz them. Like a shot collar for the umpire. Like,
oh, well. You know, like we said, these guys, they're getting paid, but they're not getting paid a ton. And thank God we got them.
Yep.
And they're human. They're going to mess up. Just like professional umpires,
and just
referees.
like our players,
just like our
players,
mistakes,
we've had strikeouts, we've had pop-ups. Like, it's a game of failure for
is.
both the umpires and the players.
But it's fun to go back and see if they're right or wrong. These umpires look a lot alike today. Are they twins?
No.
I don't know. Oh, he had him leaning again.
Yeah.
Pickoff move is nasty.
Surprised the dugout's not yelling, show him a good move.
Right. So 3-1 here to Neff. Fouls that one off.
Almost looks like the sun's trying to peek through the clouds here.
That would be nice.
You can see in the distance there in the live stream, a little bit of light blue peeking through.
Yeah, I stepped out of our tent a minute ago, and it was a very slight drizzle going on. But, yeah, it seems to be lightening up. Not lightening, but lightening. And I think that's his first walk of the day. Second walk of the day, all right. All right, so we're back to the leadoff man, Blake Bunting, who last time was trying to do just that, tried to lay down a bunt twice, was unsuccessful. And then this curveball is going to be wild pitch back to the backstop. So
uncharacteristic of Matt and Ryder there.
Yeah.
But that was a couple balls out.
Well outside. I'm not sure anybody could have blocked that. But just not quite as sharp as he has been. The last couple innings I felt he's not quite as sharp once they got up 8-0. And again, mentally, sometimes you get up that big and you start to cruise a little bit, but
I see a little bit of action I haven't seen anybody down in the
nobody seriously warming up. But Shockley's out for the mound visit. I don't know who would be out. Would it be Foster Smith, you think?
You might see Foster.
That's number
Berzonski.
Oh, yeah, Berzonski.
Nate hasn't thrown in a while. I'd like to see Nate get some innings.
Yeah.
He is going to be a key contributor in the
He
future
is,
Seahawks.
definitely.
I feel like he could step in right now if we didn't have
10 guys who could do the same thing,
Yeah.
Nate's only a sophomore, standing about 6'2".
Only sophomore in the varsity.
Yeah.
Except for the freshman Brandon Nadeau sometimes dresses.
I've seen him get on the field either at first base or on the mound, I've been pretty impressed with him. So second and third here, Bennett might be able to put something on the board. It's 2-0 now to Bunting, who grounds this one down the first baseline. It's going to be foul. I like these Bennett uniforms. The red The red top with the black lettering and the white pants. Yeah, it looks good. My wife's least favorite color is red.
Yeah.
But that's probably because she works at Parkside. You know. Ground ball up the middle. Gets through, and that's going to score at least one. That's probably going to score two. Oh, you should have. Yeah.
All right,
you got away with it, but probably should have just thrown that in the second.
Yeah, or at least hit the cut.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't need a cut from there, like almost dare Bunting to go to second and see if he could steal one out.
So Bennett gets on the board. It's 8-2 now. And that's going to bring up the number 2 hitter, Alex Kidd, the DH. Nobody out still here in the 5th inning. Matt Wright sitting at 69 pitches, 43 for strikes. Comes with strike 1 there, nice pitch. I hear a glove popping somewhere. It sounds like it's getting a little more serious in the bullpen. I don't know where though. Oh, nice pitch there, a little back foot breaking ball.
2 strikes.
Not too much, AJ. Not too much. Not too much up the middle.
Goes with the same pitch there, and Kidd fouls it off to hang on. Pickoff move looked like Ryder wanted Matt to go to elevate a little bit here after a couple breaking balls low and in. See if we go back with it. Gets a little bit too much of the strike zone, but
Gus is under it.
It's going to be B9. Gus Kroll puts it away for out number 1. That's going to bring up. We got a
number 12.
Number 12. We got a new hitter here. This is Liam Nelson coming in for Trevin Whitelock. Is Whitelock the kid that needed the ice?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I feel like he was playing center field, so maybe he's coming in to pitch.
Oh, that could be. You're right. Yeah, Whitelock was playing center field. You might be right. Let's see. Oh, had him leaning again. Did he get him? Woo!
You guys saw it at home. I'm sure we're going to get a replay of that.
Look, at this point, I just have these guys stand right on the bag. Just take a secondary lead after he throws it, man. Stop playing with that move. Goodness. 2-0 here to Liam Nelson. Hitting in Trevin Whitelock's spot. Swing and miss there.
Here comes that replay of that pickoff.
Yeah, he's in. He's in.
Yeah,
it looks way worse over here.
Yep.
And that's popped up. Cobb's going back. He's going to have it there for out number 2. Yeah, that looked
a lot closer.
from this angle, it sure did.
Yeah. But nope.
So
credit to the umpires right on that.
While we were
actually
watching,
a simple call.
While we're watching, Liam Nelson popped up to AJ Cobb there for out number 2 at the shortstop, and that's going to bring up Turner Sevigny. Last name looks like Savigny, but it's Sevigny. Fouled that one off his foot.
The umpire was quick to call it.
Yeah.
So have to assume that.
Yeah, Wright's really been working that breaking ball low and in to the right-handers here the last couple batters. Not that time. Way ahead here. There, 0-2. Swanson's got to knock everything down. Maybe hit him with that breaking ball again, low and in. See if you can get a strikeout in this inning. And that's what he does. Nice block. Tags him for out number 3. But Bennett pushes across a couple runs in the top of the 5th. It's 8-2 Decatur coming up. Bennett really has not done a bad job today. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 8 runs, but only 2 earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. And he starts off with a strike to Caden Shockley, the number 9 hitter for Decatur. Caden on the day 1 for 2 with a run scored. He's quickly down 0-2. I feel like Caden had a stolen base. Did he have a stolen base? It's not on the stat sheet, but I don't know. My old man brain sometimes forgets things, sometimes makes things up. Grounder up the middle, shortstop gathers. It's going to be a tough play to get Caden with that speed, and he's on with an infield single to start off the bottom of the 5th. Waylon Hobgood coming up for the 4th time. He's 1 for 2 today with 2 runs scored and a walk.
And a scud missile to right field.
Yeah, he does have a stolen base, no doubt. And Caden's getting a good lead over there, looking like he might do something. He doesn't right here. Hobgood takes strike 1. We always talk about how much we like this guy in the leadoff spot. I mean, he's a battler.
He's patient.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Sees a lot of pitches, and like he's hitting probably 2 around 280, something like that. But he's on base, like we said, about 52% of the time, which is an amazing number for your leadoff hitter. Waiting for him to crank one, man. I've seen videos of this guy hitting wiffle balls on Twitter, and he's just jacking the ball. I'm waiting to see him get one out of here. Shockley's off. Throw is not going to be in time. Hits him in the foot and bounces away. Pitch was a strike, I think.
Swinging.
Yeah. So Shockley's on second with nobody out here. And Hobgood pulls that one foul down the left field line. Yeah, we got Brzezinski warming up in the bullpen down there now. So, you know, he's only a sophomore. He's hitting mid-80s, I think.
Hey, come on, 6.
Oh, strikeout there. Fisher must have a good curveball. He's gotten a few people on that one today. Either gotten them off balance or struck them out. Can't really tell that well from our angle, but that brings up A.J. Cobb with 1 out, the shortstop. A.J. 0 for 1 on the day, on the RBI.
Back. Baseman stayed there.
Jackson Howell. He had a cup of coffee and then they sent him up to Aberdeen.
A.J.'s got an RBI too.
Played like 3 games.
Squares the bunt twice, pulls it back both times. Looks like the first baseman's charging and the third baseman stayed home, but usually the pitcher would take the third base side on that, and he did not, at least on the last play. He bunts, squares the bunt again, and puts this one right down the third base line. Exactly. I'll tell you, man, I'm on fire here.
Yeah, I wasn't real thrilled with the call. I was wondering why they were bunting.
Yeah.
You know, just to move them over and give up an output.
Yeah.
When you can bunt for a base hit.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes you fake it and you see what the defense is going to do. And like I said, the pitcher was not covering the third base side. It was wide open. The third baseman stayed home. The first baseman charged. And I guess if you see that,
take it.
Then take it.
Yeah.
So that brings up Kroll with runners on first and third, 1 out here. And you have to think Cobb's probably going to be in motion. And Kroll.
He wanted that one.
Yeah, he took a hack at that one.
Big daddy hack.
1 for 2 today. RBI and a run scored for him. I'm trying to see. I know he hit one pretty well. He does have a double, yeah. The Gus bus. He's had quite a year, both on the mound and at the plate. 3 home runs, right, this year, I think.
I believe so.
Offensively carried us early in the season, I feel like. You know, when guys weren't hitting, he really carried the team. And there goes the runner, and Kroll jacks this one deep to left. That ball is gone. Hey. Oh, my gosh.
Score 1 for Mike Hughes.
Look, that's about 3 that I've called, right? I called the pitch in the dirt. Let's get the audience. Just let the applause go. There he is. All right. All right, Gus. Number 4 on the year for Gus. But, yeah, I called the Matt Wright pitch in the dirt the end of the last inning. I called the bunt down the third base line. And now, you know, you guys are going to put me on payroll when we get to the playoffs. So that's going to be it for Corey Fisher, who it got to him a little bit in this inning, but he really didn't do a bad job up to this point. Again, his defense let him down today. Not much you could do, but this inning, Decatur's on him. That makes it 11-2. Here, bottom of the 5th inning, Decatur has added 3 more this inning on a Gus Kroll 3-run bomb to left field. Gus Bus. The Gus Bus. Get on the Gus Bus, y'all. He's
Lucas wanted that one. He's like,
he did.
Anything you can do, I can do.
So, like Ron called earlier, we had a pinch hitter for Trevin Whitelock, and now he's re-entered, and he is pitching for Bennett. And Lucas ropes that one toward the left side, and his third baseman can't snag it. He's on. Not sure if we're going to call that one an error or
I'm surprised.
Base hit.
I think that was base hit.
That was laced. That would have been wasn't an easy play. That ball got on him pretty quick and was just to his left side. Couldn't quite snag it. So that brings up Owen Kinnair here. Owen's had a nice day too. He's 2 for 3. RBI, run scored. He's got a double. Lauren goes, ball's in the dirt, and he's in easily. So if Owen gets one here, that would send us home. It'd be the 10-run rule. I'm just putting it out like that's what we're doing today. I'm just calling, no jinx.
Calling shots?
We're calling shots.
All right. We just radioed that into Owen, so Owen now has the message
Right.
up. He fouled that one off. He didn't know what his job was.
He hadn't
was
heard
like,
it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, take strike 2 there. Owen 5 home runs on the year.
Look at his glove. It broke his glove.
Did it?
Yeah, it broke the catcher's mitt's glove.
Ah,
Quick little timeout.
yeah. Just get throwing. Seems like he's getting up there pretty good. Do we have a
Yeah.
speed on him?
We'll take a quick look at it. Yeah, just about 80 miles an hour.
80, okay.
Pop the glove probably in the right spot.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit of wear and
Yeah,
tear on
exactly, yeah.
it. Yeah.
Or
That was crazy.
our machine is wrong, and that was really 95.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Unlikely. So 1 and 2 to Owen, 1 out, runner on second base. Oh, he gets that one past him.
Yep.
For strike 3.
Seems like it gets on you quick.
Yeah, I was to say, that's why I was surprised it was only 80 miles an hour. So that brings up Ryan McLaughlin. McLaughlin 1 for 2 today with an RBI and a run scored. He's got a double, just missed hitting the home run. He's got a stolen base as well.
Yeah, that strikeout pitch was 80 on the dot.
Was it really?
Yep.
Yeah, it seemed a lot faster than that.
I hear someone singing happy
Yeah,
birthday.
somebody's birthday
Softball?
somewhere. Maybe over in the softball field.
Yeah. Give a shout out. It's Mitch Loring's birthday.
Who's that?
Mitch Loring, Lucas's dad.
Oh, okay.
He's actually standing right behind the pitcher in your camera in the blue. Kind of looks like a Smurf back there.
Okay.
Can't quite see him. You'll see him when the pitch is delivered.
It's 3 out of Ryan. Yeah, so I guess we know we tried to influence Owens at bat and it didn't work. So I guess we're out of luck here. We did pretty good though today, Ron. 3-0 pitch there for a strike. So McLaughlin will have a good count to hit in here.
He drives anything to the right-hand side. I think they're going to be sending Lucas.
Yeah.
Pack the bags, break things up.
That fly
Could
to
be a little
right.
bit of trouble.
And that's going to be caught. All right, 11-2. Decatur leads after 5 innings. We'll be coming right back for the top of the 6th.
All right, we're back. Got Nate Berzonski warming up. He's probably wondering where his warm-up music is. Have to call a guy for this. See if we can get a little bit of warm-up music for him. Might be a little bit late, but all right, I put a call in. We'll see what happens.
Got that?
Straight switch. So we got a straight switch here for Matt Wright. Finishes his day. And Nate Berzonski coming in to close it out.
Matt Wright, 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts through 80 pitches, 52 for strikes. Nice job for him. Looked really good early. And then, you know, once, like I said, once the lead opened up, seemed like he coasted a little bit.
He labored in that one inning.
Yeah. Just spoke with his brother, Mike Racine. Mike played for me at North Rochester High School. One of the nicest kids you'll ever meet.
Do you ever meet a mean kid? I mean, I feel like everybody's nice.
Well, I don't talk about the mean ones.
I gotcha.
Yeah, Mike is like probably my favorite player I've ever. Well, I shouldn't say that. But he's a great kid. So it took me a long time to figure out who his family was. I had seen his mom at games years ago, and then we're Facebook friends. And I knew she came to Worcester County the same year I did 3 years ago, but it didn't occur to me until about 2 weeks ago that that's Matthew's mother as well. So, but I don't catch on to things really quickly anymore, if I ever did. So Jordan Dillard coming up for Bennett, and he's got to face the heat of Nate Berzonski. Nate gets it up there in the mid-80s. Somebody said 84 is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, can't believe everything that's said over there.
Yeah. So he's only a sophomore. Again, he was in my class when he was in 8th grade, and he was already about 6'1". He was looking down at me, and then breaks off that nasty curveball. What are you going to do? Man, Dillard just turns around and smiles. Is that your dad, your son? Yeah, okay. Jordan's father is sitting next to us, and Jordan just swung at that curveball, and just, what are you going to do? Just turned around and smiled at his dad.
Oh, a little hesitation.
Takes a nice pitch there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And his dad says, he got you.
Yeah. That's the game. That's the game, man.
Yeah.
And Nate coming up well here. I like that.
That's a tough one. And Nate is he's no joke, man. You know, he doesn't get a ton of time because this Decatur staff is so talented. You know, they go 5 or 6 deep. They really probably go 7, 8 deep. Really. I mean,
on that strikeout pitch, you see a little hitch in the leg kick.
I did see that. Yeah. You know, this kid's going to be
special.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one. And I'll tell you, I liked him when I saw him preseason at the plate too. I really liked the way he was swinging the bat as well. So he's going to do some big things. It's going to be next. That's what Jake Coleman likes to post videos of his young football players, and he'll just caption it next. You know, he had Tribe-wise videos of Tribe-wise 6'4" sophomore receiver. Just next. Yeah,
like
that's Berzonski, man. So he strikes out the next hitter too, and that's going to bring up number 16, Carson Bennett. Ball high.
One ball, one strike.
Yeah, he's getting it up there pretty good. You can hear it. You know when you can hear it fizzing up to the catcher. And I've got a headset on. So 1-2 here. He's one pitch away from setting Bennett down 1-2-3 here in the top of the 6th inning. And then you see that he quick stepped on him a little bit there. So we've had the little hitch in the leg lift, and then almost quick pitched in there a little bit. He doesn't need to deceive anybody, man. When you're throwing that hard, shoot.
88, topping at 88 right
Is he
now.
topping at 88 at 15 years old? Come on. Oh. Into his name, Tanner Trudeau, coming up for Bennett. Alliterative. That's an alliterative. Alliterative.
The active being
Illiterate. No.
alliteration.
In a row.
I don't get on the train.
I was looking at. I was going to fact check him.
No, you can't fact check.
I think you're right, Dave. I think you're right, man. I will tell you that Lamar Jackson has agreed to an extension with the Ravens. Finally, we can end this saga.
So Lamar Jackson throwing to OBJ.
Yeah, I don't have numbers on how much the contract was worth, but Lamar Jackson is back for Baltimore, so that's exciting. So he's got OBJ, he's got Mark Andrews back, he's got a good line, he's got a good backfield. So they should be saying he's got a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, rumors of D-Hop.
Oh yeah, DeAndre Hopkins
we'll
coming.
See if they have any money left.
Yeah, right. You know they mess with those with that cap, man. They can do bonuses and crazy stuff like that, and they'll figure it out. That would be something. Exciting times in Baltimore, man. The Orioles are what, 16-7. They're rolling.
They're young. They're exciting to watch.
Yeah, man. Rutschman is no joke. Jackson Holliday's already left Delmarva. He's been called up to Aberdeen now, I think.
Yep.
Didn't even get to go see him. That's roped in the right field base hit for Stephen Wade. Wade
hit on the screws.
Yeah.
If there were screws in the bat.
Last time up, he hit the ball pretty hard too. I think it's fairly deep to right field. So.
Yep. We have a pinch runner.
Who is that?
Is that Brooks Kendall.
Is it Brooks Kendall?
Brooks
okay.
Kendall.
I thought I was going with Riley Callaway, but Brooks Kendall getting a little
Riley
action.
doesn't have a stash like Brooks.
Yeah,
does.
Brooks, the Delaware State commit. He's had a real nice year on the mound. I'm not going to jinx it. No, don't jinx him. Don't do it. Don't. I'm not saying a word, but he's done a real nice job.
Yeah.
And he's the same thing, you know, when with Gus and Matthew Wright and McLaughlin when he's healthy. You know, most high school teams, you know, have a guy
Have a
and
dude,
then some other dudes. You know, Decatur has 4 or 5 guys. They have a rotation, really. You know, like
Not to mention the guys that aren't pitching.
Yeah.
Like you got Adam in the dugout.
Yeah.
You know, he's coming off of some shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
We lost Dalton Blades to a Pro 5.
Right.
So that's another kid.
I heard he might come back. Is that true?
I
don't know. I'm not in the rumors, but
rumors
huge jump there.
Brooks takes a look.
And he's in. Brooks Kendall steals second base. And now the game-ending run is on second.
Oh, no.
Did I say that out loud?
You said it. It's okay.
Yeah. I've been on today.
Yeah.
So Ryder Swanson up. It's 2-1 for Ryder.
Sorry about the silence. We're pulling something up here.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Career.
Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely not saying anything. we've been on the streak today, but I'm definitely not saying that. So Swanson walks. I'd imagine we'll get a runner for him, or they're going to let the catcher run this time.
Yeah, and we got Cole Kohut coming up to the plate.
Cole Kohut. Look, Cole's done a nice job too, and Cole
batting.
He didn't play all the way through school, right? Did he play baseball all the way through, or did he come back this year? I feel like somebody said he didn't play last.
No, he's played.
He did? Okay. So he comes up. He's batting .389 on the year, and he's had some really nice plays in left field, man.
Yeah, he's a thick kid, man. He gets a hold of it.
Sometimes when Kroll's pitching, Kohut gets time in left field.
Yeah, he was out there yesterday at Parkside.
Yeah. Was he state champion wrestler? State runner-up?
Runner-up.
He was in there, yeah.
And here comes Riley Calloway.
Yeah.
Put him on the bases for Ryder Swanson.
And the only reason it's Riley Calloway is because Brogan Eastlack is in the on-deck circle, swinging the bat. Kohut flies that to
That's a tough spot.
That is. That's in the Bermuda Triangle, and he almost made a nice play on it, but couldn't come up with it. Is he okay, or is he just upset? I think he's upset.
Yeah, it was a great effort out there.
Yeah, that was. He almost came up with a spectacular catch, man. That's bunting, I believe, unless they changed. Yeah, that was a tough play. Dropped right in there between
Got it.
Right fielder, center fielder, and second baseman. I don't think that's Blake Bunting, is it? Is it Blake Bunting? I can't see the number, but it doesn't look like number 20.
It looks like number. No, it's a different guy.
Yeah, I can't see it. Maybe 16.
Yeah.
Did Carson Bennett? Did we have him?
Yeah, we did have him come through. 16, it looks like.
Yeah, so nice play out there. He almost came up with a spectacular catch. That's a tough one, and probably he should have been called off by an outfielder, but it's just a tough spot, you know. So bases are juiced, as they say, with nobody out for Brogan Eastlack here.
Ball and play will probably end the game.
Yeah, unless they can get a force at home.
And I can see the corners are in a little bit, but not too much.
Swing and miss here. Two and 1. He got that 2-0 pitch. He was eyes got wide. Oh, and he's hit, and that's going to end it. That's going to do it. Another hit batter. Eastlack is feisty. He's a feisty kid, man. He was not happy about I don't know if he was not happy about being hit or not happy about not being allowed to hit the ball. But either way, that's going to end it. It's going to be 12-2. He's smiling now, so all is well. Love watching that kid play football, man. So, all right, well, that's going to about wrap it up here. 12-2, Decatur moves to 13-2 on the year. Bennett falls to 6-7.
Winning pitcher, Matt Wright.
Winning pitcher is Matthew Wright. Did a nice job. Quick look through the stats. Kroll 2 for 3 with a double and a 3-run home run. 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Kinnear 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Shockley 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Nice day all around offensively for Decatur. 12 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Bennett 2 runs on 6 hits, 6 errors in the field. Really the story today. So that's going to do it for myself and Ron Kinnear. We're going to sign off today. We'll see you next week at some point. Thanks for joining us today. Go Hawks.